So in this video, need my pen. We're going to look at the multiplicative property of equality with fractions. And what we're going to do here, so it's the same thing that we did before. So if we think about, here's an example. So I have 28 and it's being equal to 2/7 x. Okay, so the thing to notice is here's my variable x. X is being multiplied by this fraction 2/7. So what I want to do is I want to divide, just like before, both sides by 2/7. So whatever I do to the left-hand side, I have to do to the right-hand side. Now I'm dividing because originally this was being multiplied. So multiplying, the opposite operation of multiplying is dividing. So on the right-hand side, these would cancel and I'd be left with x. On the left-hand side, over here, I have a little bit of a mess, right? So remember, when you're multiplying fractions, you keep the top fraction. So I'm going to keep the 28. We're going to change from division to multiplication, so times. And then we flip. So keep, change the multiplication, flip the bottom fraction. So this bottom fraction is 2/7. So I'm going to flip that over to be 7/2. And so now all I have to do is 28 times 7 and then divided by 2. So in this case, x is going to turn out to be 98. And so we'll do some more problems here, just so that we can get kind of in the swing of it. So here I'll put the instructions to solve. So here's another one. So 2/3 x equals 8. So again, this 2/3 is being multiplied times the x. So I'm going to divide the right-hand side by 2/3. I'm going to divide the left-hand side by 2/3 and the right-hand side by 2/3. And so on the left-hand side, they're going to cancel. I'm left with x. On the right-hand side, I have 8. And then remember, so keep the top of the fraction, change. So change from division to multiplication, flip the bottom fraction. So it becomes 3/2. And so 8 times 3 is 24, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. So x ends up being equal to 12. And we'll do another one. Especially because sometimes the fractions look a little weird when you see it. So you might see something like this, which is 5x, and then it's all over 3 equals 15. So this is just a little bit of a shorthand way of writing. It's really the same thing here as 5/3x equals 15. And so now this problem looks exactly like the last problem. So again, the 5/3 is being multiplied times the x. So I can divide both sides by 5/3. Divide by 5/3, divide by 5/3. So 5/3 divide by 5/3, that's going to cancel. We're going to end up with x. 15 divided by 5/3. So I'm going to keep the 15, change the multiplication, flip the bottom fraction. So it's going to become 3/5. And then if you multiply those, you could either do 15 times 3, which is 45, and then 45 divided by 5 is 9. Or you could think about the 5 goes into 15 3 times, and 3 times 3 is 9. Or you could even just stick it in your calculator. Any one of those 3 methods works.